Hi everyone, welcome to Lee Stitch. My name is Liesl and today is Thursday the 16th of March in the morning, so hopefully got some pretty good light going here. First thing I want to show you is a finish. I have a finish. I was working like a demon on this. This is the Beautiful Stitches block of the month and I finished. I absolutely loved working on this. She's going to be doing another one, releasing it in August. She's been sick with COVID, so it's delayed, which is fine. But I think it's we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is block 5. And I made a mistake on this block. Here, this bit here, I did one stitch over too much, and so I hadn't done this and all these middle bits, or these, and I just left it. It sat in the sin bin for months, so I didn't absolutely nut. It wasn't going to touch it, and finally I picked it up and unpicked just this section here, redid it. Took me less than 5 minutes to fix. Months in sin bin for something that took me less than 5 minutes to fix, and I just worked like a demon on it and finished it, and I love it. I am so in love with this. Thinking I want to make this into a cushion. I've asked my mum if she can help me make it into a cushion somehow, so can't wait for her next one. I've got to be careful with our puppy's Pippin's running around the floor, so if I leave anything on the floor, it's gonna get Pippined. Anyway, my friend Amanda, she moves recently, and so we're unpacking at her new place. And she was doing the beautiful block of the months as well. And she's decided she hates the colours that she's chosen. No, she doesn't hate the colours. She hates the orange and the green. So, this is this. And Kim has asked, I'm showing this here because Kim says saying she wanted to do one. And I'm like, well, Amanda, before you throw it out and have to be done again, let's see if Kim would mind these colours, and I'll send it off to Kim. And Kim's like, yes. I said, it's been started. She's like, that didn't seem to bother us. So they're the colours, Kim. So I'm basically showing this so you can see what you're looking at, what Amanda started. And these are the threads. These are the threads. Oh. I think they're on like floss drops. Oh. Yeah, she's got them on floss drops, so they're all marked and everything for you as well. So, hoping to get that sent off tomorrow for you. I've got to go to a shop next to the post office tomorrow, so I'll be able to get these to the post office tomorrow for you. So, hopefully I hope you enjoyed as much as I loved mine. I was like a demon on mine. It was great. Next thing, something else I want to show you is I went shopping yesterday. I got the limited edition Heavenerate design. So it was called Swan Lady. Anyway, there's a picture. I'll put a picture up. So I used that from my Christmas present from Kim. Thank you. I love it. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. She's beautiful. Next thing I want to show you is Dark Queen of the... Oh, sorry, before I forget, this is stitched on Congress cloth. 24 count Congress cloth. Or it could be 25. I think it's 24 count. Or 28 count. Actually, I think it's just 28 count Congress cloth. This one is Dark Queen of the Earth from Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is stitched on 32 count linen, Seraphim Fabrics Sassenach. Yeah, definitely have to film in the mornings. The light's much better for the fabric. I love it on this. I haven't really done too much on it. I've got to get my ass in gear because this is part 4 and I think we're up to part 6, so I am really behind. I need to get my butt under gear on this. So I've done the flower and some little highlightings in here, and hopefully we'll get some more done. Something else. I didn't. Now, I had been stitching on these before, but I forgot to show them in my last video. One is King Arthur by Nimue. There he is. My husband, he took a look at this and says, oh yeah, I love him. And then he turned around and said, no, hate him, he's no good. Apparently this, the sword, is nothing like Excalibur. It says Excalibur is explained quite well, and the sword's not Excalibur, so therefore he doesn't like it. I'm like, well, too bad, I'm still stitching it. So if I can find a picture, here's what he was like before, and here is what he is like now. Isn't he just looking fantastic? This thread, the green thread, and there's a yellow thread as well. Devil's thread. Oh my god, they are worse than the what's it? DMC metallics. They fray like nothing else. But I took this to fit. I didn't stitch on it or work on any cross stitching, but I took this to Fiji with me, and it's where I put it in the suitcase because it's where I actually put the real scissors as well. And I pulled it out to work on it like a week after we got back from Fiji. I'll have to put a photo up. And pull it out, and there were these black marks all over the fabric. Got the photo up there. Well, no, I didn't know what those marks were. And like I said, I packed the 12th of February, and I didn't pull it out till a week after we got back. So I'm like, that could have been like 3 weeks, those things there. So luckily they come out, and pretty easily too, because I'm like, I don't want to restart the whole thing, and it was on different portions of it, and luckily it came out. Sorry, I can hear my dog barking in the background. So those black marks all came out, thank God, and he's getting there. The middle of the project is about here. So hopefully I'll get like a quarter of it done soon. Can you guys excuse me? I need to go control my puppy. We're back. Are you going to join me? No, I don't want you touching my cross stitches. You're trouble. Next is another one. This is another one where I want to finish by the start of this, end of this year. Sorry. Okay, this is called Angel of the Seas by Lavender and Lace. I'm actually doing this one as a gift from my mother-in-law's sister. Oh, before I forget, King Arthur. He is being stitched on Fiberlicious Fabrics, Golden Oak, 28 count plain fabric. Before I forget. And this is Angel of the Sea, Lavender and Lace. She is being stitched on Gold Digger by Colour Cascade Fabrics, 28 count even weave plain. And pretty much, I didn't really intend to work on all the white, just kind of happened that way. But I just added the wing there. So hopefully I'll get her done by the end of the year. You are one needy puppy, you know that? You just have to be the center of attention. I feel like So there's that, oh, there's, actually I'll show you this one. My whip go for February was, what was my whip go for February? Tilton Crafts, the One Ring, and my Rosewood Manor Christmas stocking. Gonna get them done, but I figured green if I get them done. I'll colour the box in red if I don't, and if I get them done but not in a month, I'll colour them orange. So I'm aiming to get these done in orange. And this is the One Ring. So I just need to work on this another couple of days, and I would have worked on it for 7 days. So it's It's getting there. If I can find a photo of what it looked like before. And this is being stitched on a 18 count Ada. And I don't know what it is, where I got it. It was just something I had in my stash. So sometimes if I find cheap hand dyed Ada, I'll buy it. Because it's usually from like Aussie Stash Online. Somebody's just getting rid of it cheap. And I like doing full coverage on Adas. So I don't really keep track of like where the fabric's from, what colour it is, because you won't see it anyway because it's full coverage, but it is 18 count. So that one, and my stocking. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know, I need to be extra careful now, don't I, Pip? Because somebody... Nothing like having a puppy that loves to chew in the household. He lost his collar the other day, the other collar, and we were out all day, and the neighbours were telling us he was barking non-stop the whole day we were out. Now I'm usually home. I work from home, so there's somebody usually home. And I was okay, we need to fix that up. So I got him a Citronella collar. He doesn't like Citronella. It does help with the barking though. But it was funny because I turned around on the Monday, I got that on the Sunday, and on the Monday I turned around to my office chair, and there he is standing behind me with his original collar in his mouth. He's like, hey, look what I found. You can dish this smelly one and go back to the normal one. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, mate. Doesn't work like that. He's pretty clever, though. He is a very clever puppy. He's realised... A Citronella collar. We don't keep it on him all the time. I'll put it on him definitely when we're out, and I usually put it on him 2 or 3 days during the week as well. More so like when I know the husband or the kids are about to come back home, just so it keeps kind of reinforcing that if he does, he can bark 2 or 3 times and it won't go off. But if he does like a consistent barking, then it'll go off. And I just want to keep in mind not to do that. No, we'll take it off. Anyway, that's the one. And I got pretty good parts of this done. Got some good bits of this done. I'll have to find a photo of what it looked like before I started. And I'm going to have to move the Q-snaps. Always a good sign when you've got to move the Q-snaps. Yay! So I finished here, this one, and did these. I just need to work down there now. So... This is stitched on a 28 count even weave, white opal even weave. Now I know I usually say I don't like working on plain white, and I don't, but these are Christmas stockings, and I don't know if you can see the opal. I think the opal just adds something to it as well. I really don't think it needed anything else. I think that just the opal will make it stand out enough as well as it is. So... happy with that. I still want to get this stocking finished by the end of the year, so we'll continue working on it even, don't know when. And I've been saying I'm going to finish this stocking for at least 3-4 years now, but because after this stocking there's another stocking. I've got one for each of my kids, so yeah. They will get done. Yeah, right. They will. Before they become adults, before they hit the age of 18 and move out, they will be leaving with these stockings. So, the thing is, even when I finish the stitching, I've got to turn it into a stocking. So that's kind of like, yeah, right. My mum. Can't get by without your mum. Pepin, stop that. For my whip go for March, which I better get a start on them today, 31 days in March. So I've got to get a start on them today as well, because even just a little bit of stitches counts. The 2 that came up was, my Heavenerate Designs It's Only Forever, supersized, which I'll put a photo up in here of what it looks like. It's over there at the moment, but so... my plan for that is I'm going to finish doing all the green colour I'm currently working on, and then I'm going to work on sections, because I'm like, oh, I love working on it colour by colour, but I'm like, I really just want to start seeing more picture come into play. What have you... It's alright. The picture come into play and stuff, so I'm going to do that. And the other one is called Tropical Flowers, or Paradise Flowers, by Little House in the Attic. And I'll put a picture of that up, or what that looks like. I'm working on a 32 count linen by Chromatic Alchemy, Flotsam and Jetsam, and the colours are just going to be amazing on that. I'm actually really looking forward to showing that one to you guys. That one's actually like a flower stitch along with Kim in the US, but that's okay because she hasn't been actually working on hers that much either, so we're good. We're good with that one. And that's all the stitching. Oh, I have got fabric, but it's all the way over there. I'll show you guys next week. I meant to like do another video in like 2 weeks time, and so slack. I've been so slack. Because I'm always like, oh, I don't have time, but that's not true. I could be recording instead of stitching. Although I do like stitching in the morning. It's why Gwen actually hasn't been in here much, because the light is just so much better, and you can just see the fabrics and everything is just so much better than stitching overnight. So Gwen's doing, she's good. She's doing really well though. She's oh boy, she's been signed on by a casting agency for modelling and acting. She's been put forward for a couple of jobs, and she's got an audition for one, so cross fingers. My she's almost as tall as me. She's 9 years older and almost as tall as me. Nothing like feeling short, is there? Also, my dad they're weaning him off the decks. While we were in Fiji, he went to the hospital and they put him back on the steroids for his brain cancer. And the thing is, before that, he was riding a stationary bike. He'd managed to work himself up from like a couple of minutes to 20 minutes a day, and he goes back on the steroids, and he's just constantly nauseous and constantly feeling sick and just constantly just feeling like crap and horrible and headaches, and then needing to lay down. The steroids do not agree with him at all. But it... And I get this, he's not feeling well. Who wants to eat when you don't feel well? So, but he's lost, what, he's down to like 56, 57 kilos, which is a massive amount of weight. So, but they're weaning him off the decks. And as they're weaning him off the decks, the steroids, he's feeling better. So he went for a walk yesterday. He jumped on the stationary bike again for about 5 minutes, and he's been eating. He's been eating a lot better. His thyroid is shot, which apparently is completely normal with people with who've had brain cancer treatments with radiation. It's completely normal that if you have radiation on the brain, that your thyroid will go to crap. So working out some medication for that. And my dad's left-handed, and his left hand is locking up. So he's going to physiotherapy for his hand as well. Just try and do that. Well, so he's doing better, which is good. Like I said before, it's terminal. There's not going to be a good outcome for this, but the less sick he is and the less pain there is till the outcome, then the better, really. I mean, yeah, nobody wants anybody to suffer, and my dad's always been really active. I mean, my dad used to run, and I grew up with my dad saying, yeah, going out for a run now and you'll be back 3-4 hours later. He runs marathons, and the day before he got the diagnosis about the brain cancer, he'd just ridden 40 kilometers on his bike, and he would ride that 3 or 4 times a week. He was part of a bike club and everything like that. So my dad's always been very active. So, and I think even getting on the stationary bike. He has to be supervised on the stationary bike, but just being able to do that is good mentally for him. So he's but he's doing much better. He's just getting off the deck. So hopefully he can stay off the steroids for as long as possible, because that seems to be what makes him feel very sick. The cancer and the lymph nodes have gone, and the tumour in the frontal lobe has shrunk by 5 millimeters, which actually sounds like a lot. I mean, I think any kind of tumour in the brain that shrinks, any kind of shrinkage has got to be good shrinkage. So that's good. He's doing well. My son is in army. My dad was in the RAF for years, the Royal Australian Air Force, the RAF, and my son has started Army Cadets, and next month the Army Cadets are going up in the Hercules, the Hercs kind of plane. My dad did work on the Hercules for a while, so we're trying to organise for my dad to be able to go up in the Hercules with my son, because we thought that would be really cool. I can hear Pippin tearing something apart in another room of the house. But otherwise, that's it. Oh, there's going to be a mirabilia retreat soon. In Fox and Rabbit, Karen and Brendan aren't running it anymore, but Ronnie, a lady named Ronnie, and Talithia, sorry, they've decided to take it over. It's now going to be held up in Brisbane, and Nora Corbett is going to be coming, and yep, I've got put my name is down. I was like, you told me about it at the retreat. Yep, put me down as expression of interest, pay me a deposit, I'm going, so yay. And I've got family from Brisbane too, so that'll be good. I might see if I can take an extended trip and go stay with my nan for a little while up there. And otherwise, goodbyes are always so hard. But anyway, goodbye everyone. I hope you're all safe and well, and keep stitching, and everybody take care, and bye.